So let's just real quickly talk about the Tokyo trip. I did this on Adobe Express. So it's shots from my workshop. So on my workshop, I had 13 people, myself and Mr. Kuna. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. We took a day trip to Kyoto. We took the bullet train and we went, and these are the torii gates at the Fushimi Inari Shrine. And this is one of the most popular, if not the most popular tourist attraction in all of Japan. So how did I get it empty? How did I get no one in there? I'm going to give you the trick, and it's a real trick. When you get to these gates, and there's thousands of them, and everybody wants to go through them, there's a sign. You'll see a split. There's a fork in the road, and it says, keep to the right. So you enter the thousands of gates to the right, and then you come out this way. Well, people go through the thousands of gates, and then they disperse into the rest of the shrine. They don't always come back out that way. So there is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people going through the right side of these gates, and maybe 25 people coming through the left side. So what I did was I went against the stream, I went up, and as people were walking down, I would say, hey, can you guys wait just a minute? Can you wait just one second? Everybody stopped, and all my people were able to shoot right down this. So we were able to get maybe a minute at a time where there was absolutely nobody in the gates. So picture this absolutely slammed like you're in line at Disney World. That's the right side. And this left side, there'd be little gaps, and I would run in there and I would ask them to stop. And people would. They would wait for about a minute, and then finally they're like, we're going, and then they would kind of go. And then I would wait for, just a couple of gap in between people, and then I'd say, can you stop again? So I was able to get everybody that wanted to from our group to be able to shoot an empty shot like this. Plus, here's what's weird. Do you see the kanji, the Japanese letters are written on the posts? You only see that when you're going out. When you're coming in, there's no letters. So I think it's a much more interesting view from this side. I think it's much, much, much more interesting to take. All right, let's just move on. This was also in Kyoto. So we took a bullet train 2 hours down to Kyoto. And this is an interesting shot because this woman has hired a photographer. So she's hired a professional photographer, and there's a ton of people there that you can't see at head height. So I'm down the street, and the street goes like this. It tilts down. She has walked up, or the photographer had her go up on a couple of steps. So she's standing above the crowd. But at the bottom of this, I had people's heads, right? So I had to go and clone out and use content-aware fill and gen fill, anything I could do to get rid of their heads at the bottom. So it looks like she's just alone there. But there were hundreds of people there, but you see all these heads, and she was just popped right above them. So I was like, this is great. So I just kind of waited her out, and I was able to get that shot where it looks like we're alone in Kyoto. Trust me, we were not. All right, so this next part is kind of cool. I'm working with Lawrence Bouchard. Now, you guys have probably heard me talk about Lawrence when I did my Where to Shoot in Tokyo class. Lawrence is a British photographer, so, raised in England, married a Japanese girl, and moved to Tokyo. And so he does tours in there. And my wife found one when I was going over, and she said, honey, this sounds like you. This guy's doing a nighttime Blade Runner tour in Tokyo, right near our hotel. I'm like, that sounds great. Book it. Well, he was terrific. He's a tremendous photographer. He's really, really great. And he has a different style than I do. So I was able to kind of shoot a little bit in his style, which was really eye-opening and great. But he was super helpful. So when I told him, hey, I'm coming back to Tokyo, I want to hire you. And so he was with us for 3 full days, taking us around and getting us to locations that we wouldn't know any other way. He's terrific. So if you want to follow him on Instagram, search for Lawrence Bouchard, Bouchard. And you can also find his website as well. But he's a tremendous photographer and just a really super nice guy and incredibly helpful. If you were going to Tokyo, he's your guy on the ground. Even if you just take a 2 or 3 hour tour with him, he does whole day tours, he does whatever. Get him. He's phenomenal. All right. So I told him, I said, I want to do a shoot with somebody in a kimono. I need a professional model, and I need a really nice kimono. You can rent kimonos all over Tokyo. A lot of them are cheesy. He knew a place. We went to a really great place. They were fantastic working with us. We found a beautiful outfit. And then, ready for this? Tokyo, literally the most densely populated city in the world. He knew of a garden we could go to where there was nobody there. It was just my workshop group and nobody else. It was open to the public, but there's nobody there. We got this wonderful model in a kimono. They dressed her and fit her there. They did her hair and the whole 9 yards. And Lawrence shows up with an umbrella, a beautiful umbrella. So here, check it out. So here's one of the shots right here. Now you can't see the whole thing because for whatever reason, it's being funky. But this is our model, Mary. She was wonderful and incredibly patient and just great. And so this little thing that you see her standing at is out over the water. That's why there's a railing. So it's out over the water in this park. And you can see a few more shots here. And there's a bamboo forest and some other stuff here. She was terrific and everybody loved her and she was super patient. So we did that shoot. This next one, Lawrence turned me on to this location. I'm shooting from the 4th floor, ready? 4th floor of a bus station through the glass. The glass is this far from me, and there's a kicker. Here's the shot. It's one of my favorites, taken with my iPhone 16 Pro, because I left my camera back in the room. We were just scouting locations. We were actually going to lunch. Eric and I were going to lunch, and I said, hey, we're right by that bus station. Can I go check this out? And that was the shot I got with my phone, and there you go. So I'll just show you a few more here quick. This is in Tokyo Station, where we planted ourselves on the steps as people were going up, and they're backlit, and the lights hitting them from above as they're coming up to street level. This was right near our hotel. Take a look at how many people there are. It's kind of crazy. This is a section of, it's called Kabukicho. It's right near our hotel. It was like within walking distance. And at night, it just lights up like crazy. Then this is my disaster trip here. So this is a long exposure out in the water in a lake near Mount Fuji. So Eric and I were scouting this to think, well, maybe we'll take our crew here. And we went there. It was a beautiful day in Tokyo. It was an hour and a half outside of Tokyo. So we rented an Uber for 3 hours. Yes, Uber is in Tokyo. We rented Uber. We went out there. It's a beautiful day. We get there and literally all hell broke loose. It's pouring rain. It's windy. It's cold. It's miserable. I got an umbrella. I can't even keep the water drops off the front of my lens. It's just swirling. It was a disaster. I made a video of us shooting it. Like, it's miserable. You can hardly see in front of you. And I'm trying to do a 2-minute exposure. This was a very nice couple we talked to from India. They were super nice. But what's crazy is, look at this. It's just rainy and wet and cold and miserable. And it was perfect up to that point. Up to that point, it was a beautiful day. It was not beautiful at that point. So then we went up to that observatory where we're shooting with those rubber lens hoods. And look, this young lady was posing for her friend right in front of us. Like, we're sitting there kind of waiting to go, like we're waiting for everybody to be done. And this young woman was posing from us and posing for her friend. And we got to shoot her. And I just blew out the background because you would see a little bit of Tokyo behind her. This was my favorite one, where her friend is showing her pictures on her phone. I thought that was kind of cute. This is inside a Buddhist monk temple. Look at this cool, very modern, ultra modern place. All righty. And I'll just show you some more pictures real quick. I'm not going to explain everything that happened, but anyway, we're cruising around, and this is just all basically detail shots of color and symmetry and design. I love the Japanese letters. I think they're an art form unto themselves, and they're just beautiful. So I shot a lot of that. And then here's a shot taken in Shibuya. And so we went lots of different places. I thought this was kind of funny. First day there. And just a little bit of everything. Did some panning. That's a spot Mr. Kuna found in the building right next to our hotel. And just a little bit of everything here. Lots of kind of streety stuff. This is a street, filled with restaurants, and we ate in one of those. And then Kyoto, the famous bamboo forest. And we went to this very cool museum. Check out this building. It's shaped like the letter N, kind of. And it is a museum of art. And we went there, took the group there. And we're shooting from the second floor here. And we went to this shrine in the morning, and that's as far as it'll let me go. No, there we go. Here's the building across the street from our hotel. And we just shot a lot of stuff in a lot of different places. We were there for 5 days. So we did a lot of shooting and polluting. And there's another panning shot. See those big black and white crossways, right? Those crosswalks are huge, and they're in black and white. There's the Kuna Man. Kuna Man! And that gives you, that's Lawrence right there. That's Lawrence right there. And then here's us at our opening night dinner. Everybody hanging out, making the scene. And that's my trip.